Hey guys, what's up? This is Bret. Welcome to Life on This Planet. I'm here with a new edition of Planet Rotations where I'm going to be discussing some things that I listened to this week, some VCLT, and also a few recent pickups. So let's just get things started off with, for years, I've been wanting to have a listening party. And not an official one, not where you could just get together randomly and you just casually listen to things while you discuss, but like a real listening party with some friends. So I dubbed it the Saturday Night Music Club, and the first one kicked off this past Saturday, and I'm planning on having it once a month. And in attendance this time was my brother Bart, my friend James, and VC member James is also in the VC, just on Facebook. He hasn't shot any videos, but and then Dream Pop Jesse, who goes by Super Turbo Blur. You've seen him in my Turbo Planet videos. So the premise was each person was going to bring a record to listen to, and we were just going to take turns playing them. So Jesse brought over the Charlatans, Some Friendly, which was really enjoyable. He had just gotten it on vinyl, from what I understand, and it was really cool. Very baggy Manchester beats, kind of reminiscent of like Happy Mondays and like Gold Mother era James. Really cool. James brought over Catherine Wheel's Happy Days, double record on clear vinyl. That sounded great. It had been a long time since I heard that album, and the track Heal was phenomenal. And I had planned on playing one particular record, but my brother had he didn't bring anything. He just wanted to hear new stuff from other people. So my brother suggested that I play something that none of them had heard. So I pulled out this one, the debut album from the Chameleons, Script to the Bridge, which came out in 1983. And this one blew James and Jesse's minds. So they were already looking it up where they can get a copy. This is mine from Portugal. So I played that one, and then while things were closing down, I pulled out my copy because this is such a pivotal album for both me, my brother, James, Jesse also. So I pulled out my copy that I had recently gotten from Mark Mibbertu, and we listened to Laid on vinyl, and it was just a glorious experience. So definitely wanted to show that. So yeah, it was a cool night, and hanging out, just drinking some cold ones and playing music. So I'm looking forward to the next one. So I also want to show you, you guys, if you watched my last Friday on the Turntable where I featured Porno for Pyros, their debut album from 1993, Anthony down in Australia had sent me that one, and about a week before, he also had sent me another package that had this DVD in it. It's Midnight Oil. I had never seen this before. It's an Australian. I think it was just produced in Australia, but it's a Midnight Oil's Best of Both Worlds. It's two concerts: Saturday Night at the Capitol and Oils on the Water. So it's a DVD plus a live CD with it. I haven't had a chance to watch the DVD yet, but I have listened to the CD, and it's really remarkable. The audio quality is excellent. So definitely looking forward to watching that. I don't know why I haven't watched it yet, but you know how it is when you get a bunch of stuff, and it's just trying to find the time to give everything appropriate attention. But thanks, Anthony, for this one. Really happy to have this in my collection. I know he sent one to Robbie Olavox as well. Okay, so some other things that I had recently listened to. I was just in the mood for some legendary Pink Dots, a band that I've been listening to for years and years. I've seen them live countless times. And I pulled out this one, which was an anthology of the years 90 to 95. And this is Canta Mientras Puedes. Opens with the track Belladonna, which is my favorite Pink Dots track. Just excellent. And then Island of Jewels, I also pulled this one out. I think this one's from 85 or 86. Really cool artwork on that one. Hopefully you can see it. Pink Dot stuff on vinyl is really hard to come by. I have one record. I think I have Any Day Now. But if you're unfamiliar with the Pink Dots, very hard to describe and pin them down into any particular style because they're kind of all over the board. It's spacey, it's psychedelic, sometimes it's acoustic and gentle, sometimes it's a lot of noise and chaos, but Edward K. Spell's vocals are very childlike and nursery rhyme-ish, and definitely recommend checking something out. This is a great place to start this anthology if you can track that down. They have a huge catalog, so definitely look out. I also was in the mood for some Bell and Sebastian, and I drove around, I think it was on Friday or Saturday, and I listened to If You're Feeling Sinister, which is just really an excellent Scottish band. All right, so I was fortunate to get an advance copy of the latest Steve Kilbey, Martin Kennedy collaboration. This is called You Are Everything. For the time being, I believe it's only available on CD in a nice little digipack here. And this, like I said, this is the third collaboration between the two, Steve Kilbey from The Church and Martin Kennedy from All India Radio. I've shown this before. This was their last one from 2011. This was White Magic, which I definitely recommend. I've recently showed All India Radio's most recent album. But this does not come out until June, I believe. Let me see, June 11th, 2013. So we're about a month away. You can pre-order it. I'm going to post a link down in the description box here. I have to say, like I said, it's the third collaboration, and this, I've listened to it I think 5 times so far, and I really have to say that this is my favorite of the 3 albums. They just keep getting better. I think their chemistry just keeps growing and growing. The production on this one is the best. Man, there's some just really killer tracks. I'm going to post a link. Well, I'll post a link to it, which will have a video, but there's a track called Brother Moon, Sister Sun, which there's a music video for. But man, the track Everyone, there's some female vocals in there, really stellar. Lorelei, excellent opening track. I wouldn't know from beginning to end. This is a really outstanding release, and I highly recommend you guys picking this one up. Pre-order, like I said, I don't believe it's on vinyl, so CD is going to be your only way to get this one, or digital download. So link will be in the description box, and Martin also sent me a sticker there with their picture. As far as description on the sound, it's a combination of It has those space rocky elements that All India Radio does, but then it's got that just velvet Steve Kilbey vocals over it, and really excellent, really melodic, really catchy songs. And since it's been about 4 years since the last Church album, and not sure what the status is on an upcoming one, but man, this really fills in the gap very nicely from the last Church album. And while you're there, definitely check out White Magic as well. All right, so now what else I got? So I was at the store in Scottsdale, Arizona called The Record Room, which you guys have seen me talk about before. And I was digging through the racks and came across this. The band Digital Sex. This is their album Essence, which I believe is from 1985. And the significance of Digital Sex, some of you will know, some of you won't know, but right there in the middle, you'll see a guy named Dereck Higgins. Dereck Higgins, of course, VC famous here in the vinyl community. It has a pretty extensive solo career. You've heard me show Dereck, or you've seen me show Dereck to his record. You've also seen me show In Dreama, which is another project that he's worked on. He was also in the band Sun Ambulance on Saddle Creek Records. So this was put out on Post Ambient Motion label, and I was really happy to stumble across this one because you do not see it. And when you're digging through those bins and you come across something where one of the members of the band, it's just such a weird little rush. My copy is still in the shrink, and it has the original Homer's price tag. Homer's is a record store in the Lincoln, Omaha, Nebraska. So really actually happy to score this from with still that on the shrink wrap from a record store in Derek's area as well. I played this morning before I shot this video, and really like it. Definitely check out. I'm going to post a link to Dereck's store so you can check out some of his other things. Oh, and before I forget, got to show the insert that's still in there. Very cool on that one. And what's funny is, as I was listening to it, the last track, I Can't Wait, was playing, and I was hearing these backing vocals, and I just thought, oh, that just sounds like Dereck. You can just hear Dereck's voice from, it was very reminiscent of his track, I think it's called Little Black Dog from Dereck 2, and his vocals are very distinct, and I could hear it in the background, and I hadn't checked the insert just to make sure he was singing background vocals, and there it is right there. So that was very cool to pick up, and my pals over at the Record Room, because of me knowing Dereck, they knocked it 50% off, and I only got this for $5, so that was a really good score. All right, one more thing to show you guys, and then I'll wrap it up. I have this this record sitting back here in my last Friday on the Turntable video, and John Staffsall brought it to my attention what the significance was, and the significance was I'd just been listening to it a lot. This is a band, this is their third album, The Waterboys. This is The Sea, and featuring Mike Scott, Anthony Thistlethwaite, and Carl Wallinger. Kind of a based out of Scotland. One member is British, one member is English, one member is Scottish, one member is Irish, and really a killer release here. Carl Wallinger went on to form World Party here in the States. You probably will remember Put the Message in the Box and Way Down, which were some good MTV singles back then. But really highly recommend this one. This one's from '85. Like I said, it's their third album. The Hole of the Moon, great track. Check that out immediately. Excellent. So this is the Waterboys. This is The Sea. Highly recommend it. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of Planet Rotations. I will have a link up for the Martin Kennedy, Steve Kilbey collaborative album, You Are Everything. So definitely check that out below. Guys, have a good day.